Welcome to the Cabral Concept, where board-certified naturopath and integrative health practitioner Dr. Stephen Cabral shares how he was diagnosed at the age of 17 with a life-altering illness and given no hope for recovery. It was only after studying and traveling all over the world did he discover how to combine ancient Ayurvedic healing practices with state-of-the-art naturopathic and functional medicine to fully rebalance the body and re-energize it with life. It's time to discover how to get well, lose weight, and finally feel alive again. And now, here's your host, Dr. Stephen Cabral.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Great to be here with you. Love being able to do these Training Thursday editions of the Cabral Concept. And yes, we will be doing part 2 of my new workout series today. So if you didn't check out last week's show, you're welcome to do that after today's show. And that it will be at the link 2141. That's where all of today's show notes will be. StephenCabral.com/2141. I'll actually be writing out these workouts for you. So pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I'm just going to give you the 2 sample workouts today, and I will literally write those out at episode StephenCabral.com/2141 is that direct link. I will also link up last week's show, which is episode 2134, that goes over my new favorite workout program and why. You know, as I take on more and more responsibilities in my life and projects, and my girls are getting a little bit older and they have a lot of after-school activities, and there's just so much going on, is that I've realized that I love working out. I love exercise. Not everybody does that, and that's okay too, but we have to do it, right? We have to do it as part of the longevity process, anti-aging process, and overall health process of the body. So yes, body transformation is one part of it, but honestly, you want to do it in the long run for your health and for your longevity and your overall energy. If you do not exercise, you are not going to have energy later in life. And by later in life, I mean after the age of 40. You're just not, because you are not telling your body that you need energy. I mean, like it's very straightforward. If you do not do manual work with your body, so if you don't have a manual labor-based job, you are going to have less mitochondria produced. That's basically it. You will produce more mitochondria over time if you begin an exercise program. And as you continue that exercise program and you continue to do it over months and then years, you're going to maintain most of those mitochondria, which means you're going to produce more ATP, which means you'll probably have less inflammation, better immunity, better overall energy, endorphins, drive, mood, etc. I mean, it really starts with exercise. Nutrition, vitally important, but a close second is exercise. So nutrition is 1 or 1A, and exercise is either 2 or 1B. It's that close. It honestly is. And if you have any type of anxiety or depression, PTSD, mood-based disturbances, I can't recommend exercise enough. I mean, it is the game changer. Again, you want to use your methylated B vitamins and all your neurotransmitter precursors 100%, but exercise is going to give you that big boost. So having said all that, I have reduced the time I am exercising, but as you'll see in the 2 workouts today, I think I've enhanced the overall program and I'm getting the same benefits. So here's the nice thing. I can exercise now and my workouts take about 15 to 20 minutes less, and I'm still getting the same benefits. Let me share with you exactly what I'm doing. So I'm not going to give you all the backstory from last week. Hopefully you tuned in. If not, I'll link it all up at 2141, and last week's show will be there as well. That was episode 2134. So here's what I want to share with you. What I was doing is Monday, Tuesdays, Thursday, Fridays. Quick synopsis, that was weight training. I was basically doing an upper body split on Monday, lower body on Tuesday, Wednesday was off, and then I was doing upper body again, and then I was doing essentially a full body kind of tune-up workout on Friday. Everybody's going to be different. You can definitely split body parts if you're doing 4 weight workouts a week. If you're doing 3 weight workouts, you really want to keep it full body for the most part. You can definitely change what body parts are being worked, but for the most part, full body when you're doing 3 or less. I'll share more on that in just a moment because that's what more of my new workout is. So before, I was able to easily split it because I was able to have more days in the week. That's basically the bottom line. So again, just a quick synopsis. I was doing 18 to 20 sets per workout. It might seem like a lot, but honestly, it's really not. I would do 3 exercises as the first tri-set and then 3 exercises as the second tri-set. I'll go through that. I'll break it down. Personal trainers will know what I'm talking about, but everybody else, I'll be able to explain it. So, and then it would just be 3 sets for all 6 of those exercises. 3 times 6 is 18, right? So it's pretty much straightforward. Why would it be 20? Well, if you ever split up a side of the body, like a one-arm row, you're doing one set on your right and one set on your left. Now, you might just call that as kind of like one set for both, but you're actually doubling your reps. So you can look at it in a couple different ways. I look at total volume for my workout, and I count that as sets. Total volume is the amount of work you do. The amount of sets, right? The amount of exercises times the amount of sets, and you look at your total volume. You can add weight into that, etc. But we're going to keep it at that. Okay. So what do I do for my workouts? About a 3 to 5 minute warm-up. My 3 to 5 minute warm-up is, it is engaging my core, it's opening up my hips, and it's opening up my shoulders. I have had a torn rotator cuff in the past, and I tore my labrum about a year and a half ago or so. About a year, no, just basically a full year ago now. And that was something I did not want to have surgery on. It happened as an accident, as these things sometimes do. And I didn't want to be in hospitals, of course, at that time. And, honestly, you can't ever go back from surgery, right? So my goal was to never have surgery if I didn't need it. And I can say that I'm like 98% completely repaired, and I honestly wouldn't even know that it happened before. There's no pain, anything left, except maybe some like weird overhead extended reaches like behind my body. But, for the most part, I'm good. So good. No, I don't have to have surgery. Everything's good. I'm back to the same strength I was at before. Life is good. So anyway, back to my workouts. What I was doing previously, I'm going to give you an example of it, and then I want to share with you the new workout. So previous was the 3 exercises, right? 3 sets each. And what I would do is I would go through that as what's called a tri-set, okay? So I would do 1A, which would be, let's say, a dumbbell chest press, right? So you're lying on a ball, lying on a bench, however you want to do a dumbbell chest press. This is just a sample workout. This is just an example. And then exercise number 2 would be some type of pull. So I'm pushing with my upper body. Now I want to pull back to work on my posture and all the posterior chain muscles in the back. If you don't know what those are, go to stephencabral.com/podcast. You can search any topic in the world that you want. There's over 2,000 podcasts. And then after that, I would do a core-based exercise. So let's say it was holding a medicine ball in front. I lift my legs up in the air, so my body's in basically a V. If you're watching this on video, you can see all of my different examples. And I'm twisting from side to side, looking forward, but I'm rotating my shoulders to my chin, into my chin, and I'm working my obliques, little core, obviously, with my what's called transverse abdominis, which is the muscles that you can't see that keeps your waist nice and tight and small and strong, and your lower back muscles as well. So that would take about 5 minutes to complete, right? I'm doing a chest press, then I'm switching from one arm to the other for my one arm rows, and then I'm doing my oblique twist. About 5 minutes to complete those 3 exercises. I would then rest 3 minutes, and then I would go back to do that 3 exercises again. So if we look at that, it takes 8 minutes to complete, 5 working minutes, 3 rest minutes, and then I would do that 3 times. 3 times 8 is 24. So that would take me 24 minutes for that first tricep. Now, I would do a second tricep when that was done. And this one would be, let's say, dips. Okay, so let's just say we're working some of our anterior deltoid, some of the chest, some of the triceps, and I'm doing that standing, not on a bench behind me, which is a little bit more tricky for the shoulders. And again, it's not everybody's favorite exercise. I totally get it. I totally understand. I think it's a pretty functional exercise. I really do. I think that comes a time and a place, just like I'm in a chair right now, and I'm literally pushing up from the chair. So as long as it's not overdone and you don't create too much shoulder flexion, it can be an okay exercise. But again, you don't have to do it. This is just a sample workout. So I'm doing dips, and then I'm doing chin-ups. All right. So I'm basically underhand grip. I find it to be much easier on the shoulders than an overhand grip. So I like to do neutral, or I like to do underhand. There's a time and place for overhand. I'm okay with that. But let's say I'm doing chin-ups, and then I'm doing a static bridge, which just means I'm sitting down on the ground. I'm lifting my hips up in the air, and I like to put a small ball or towel between my knees to further engage the glutes. So I'm working my glutes and lower back, and that is helping to engage my core muscles and my postural muscles in my lower back. So that's going to take what? About 5 minutes to complete. Maybe just a little bit less because there's not switching from one side to the other. So somewhere around 4 to 5 minutes to complete, 3 minutes of rest in between. And you can use a simple timer on an iPhone to gauge your 3 minutes rest. And that's going to take about the same 24 or so minutes. So all in total for this workout, we're looking at about 50 minutes. So that's a big workout, right? It's 6 exercises. It is 3 sets for each one. And then you have it. Now, this is something I would do with my personal training clients back in the day all the time, and it would take us 45 minutes. So just letting you know, you can do this in 45 minutes. I would have them kind of move through it a little faster. That's the only thing to be able to complete this. But this is pretty straightforward. We do this all the time with personal training clients that are in great shape. So that's that. If you are starting out with workouts, you can still do the same thing, literally the same exercises. Probably wouldn't do the dips or chin-ups, but you might do them assisted, and you would only do 2 sets instead of 3 sets. So again, this can be done for everybody in the world. I never talk about this book anymore, but I wrote a book, which is a year worth of workouts, and it's I don't even know, $14 on Amazon. And it's called A Man's Guide to Muscle and Strength. By the way, it's for women too. The publisher, which is a great publisher, they wanted to gear it more towards men. So anyway, it's for men and women if you ever want a full year's worth of workouts. It's totally up to you. I think I might make 50 cents or $1 on the book if you purchase it. All right, now what am I doing now in terms of a workout? All right, well, here's the thing. I made the switch about a month and a half ago. 2 months ago, I was coming back from getting the virus, and I was inflamed that second week. And I said, you know what? I still want to get back into my workouts. I'm going to do a little bit less. I'm just going to go through a full body workout. I'm only going to do 2 sets. That's it. I'm not going to take things to failure. See how I feel. I felt great. The next week, all the inflammation's gone. Got back into it. I did a 3rd set, but I didn't push myself to heavy weights. Okay. And I felt great. And here's the thing. What I realized with the 4 days a week of the weight training was that back-to-back days for weight training for me, now that I'm in my 40s, it creates more inflammation. Here's why. I'm just not able to sleep 8.5 hours a night like I used to back in the day. I have, as I always say, I have an incontinent French bulldog. I have to sometimes take him out during the middle of the night. I thought I was done with that when my daughters were, 2 years old, 3 years old, but no. I now have a French bulldog that's 11 years old that has kidney issues, and so he sometimes has to be taken out at 3 a.m. So again, there's always, and I've got busy job, I've got busy work, I love my work, but I'm going 100 miles an hour, so I like to work on my recovery, and I still like to do my exercise. Here's what I realized. A lot of people can do 4 days a week, 2 days back to back. I'm also not a kapha body type. I don't have a big body type. My nervous system is not able to handle that load of a lot of other people. And again, if you can, then more power to you, and I commend you. I think it's phenomenal. But here's what I found. I can work out every day, but what I do is weight training, cardio, weight training, cardio, weight training. And for me, it's phenomenal. It improves my heart rate variability. It improves my sleep. I have way better readiness scores. I don't feel that little bit of fatigue that I do after the second weight training day in a row. So, I love it. I really do. And so this is what I'm going to stick with for the foreseeable future. And it is what I recommend for most people. It really is. And that's a full body workout. All right, full body workout 3 times a week. You can do more. And I might fit a fun one in on the weekend. There's no doubt about it. And sometimes I do at-home exercise on the weekend. Just some chin-ups, just some dips, just some push-ups, just some battling rope. I do that on the weekend sometimes, but it's not a formal workout. It's not a big one. So let me give you exactly what I'm doing right now. I just gave you the template. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday are my resistance workouts. Tuesday and Thursday, my cardio. Weekends are completely for family. If I get a little bit of time, I might go for a run. If I get a little bit of time, I might do some body weight at home workouts, right? There's no doubt about it. But usually I'm just active. I could be swimming in the pool. There's no doubt about it. I might be doing that as well. So again, weekends are for family for me. And again, your schedule might be different. Me, Monday, Wednesday, Friday weights. Okay, so I'm doing 1 less day weight training, and Tuesday and Thursday cardio. Here's what my workout looks like. The same 3 to 5 minute warm up. Opening up the hips, opening up the shoulders, engaging the core, getting the body temperature up a little bit. No big deal. Pretty easy. If you don't know what a dynamic warm-up is, just search dynamic warm-up at stephencabral.com/podcast, and you will see what it's all about. All right. So this workout is different. There is not 2 trisets. There's 5 exercises now, so 6 total before, but the 5 exercises are actually done back to back to back to back to back, right? So it looks like this. There's a 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, and 1E. There's not 2 different trisets, which means you just do them all at once. So I'm taking the same example from above, and I'm going to show you what a sample would look like today. A dumbbell chest press, okay? So let's say I'm doing a dumbbell chest press. Same thing, bench, stability ball, 30-degree incline, flat, whatever you like to do, okay? Now, Exercise number 2, I go right into it. It's going to be a dumbbell 2-arm bent over row. So I don't want to separate the sides for this workout because I'm just keeping it at 5 exercises, right? Or 5 movements. So I just take both dumbbells and I'm doing a bent over row. I can do it from pronated to neutral grip. It doesn't matter. If you want to do a seated row, whatever you like, okay? So the third one then, I'm adding a leg exercise because this is full body. I'm doing deadlifts on this first day. Now, on the second day of workouts, it might be a front squat, okay? But today's workout is a deadlift. These are all obviously hand-picked, and the reason is that I want to get my traps involved, right? So upper trap area for my shoulders. Deadlifts are great for that. I want to get my lower back involved. Deadlifts are great for that. Okay. You don't want to overload the lower back, but it's a great part of it. And then the next one is dips. So I'm getting in some shoulders, some triceps. And then again, in my next workout, it'll be more shoulder focused, right? I might do a vertical press overhead. I might do lateral raises. I might do specific shrugs. I might do cleans. Like there's a lot of different things I could do. And then the last exercise is those medicine ball oblique twists. I get myself in like that boat pose from yoga or V pose, and I'm rotating side to side. You can insert yours, but as you see, I have a push. I have a pull. I have a pull for my legs. I go back to a push for the upper body with the dips. And then I have that rotation for the last one for the core. This takes me 5 minutes to complete. And then I have a 3 to 5 minute rest in between. Why is my rest a little longer in between for this one? The reason is that I'm doing 5 exercises in a row, not 3. So I'm just going to give my body a little bit more time to recuperate. You could do it at 3. You don't want to do it too fast because it turns into then an aerobic workout and an anaerobic strength-based workout, right? So just know what you're looking to achieve. I'm looking to achieve the anaerobic benefits with this. So if we do the math now, 5 minutes to complete plus 5 minutes for the actual rest is 10 minutes. But let's look at this. You don't need the rest at the very end of the workout because you're done, right? So we've got 10 minutes for the first round, 10 minutes for the second round, then we complete our third round, and that's 5 minutes. So it's 25 minutes. Add in a little bit of a warm-up, let's say 5 minutes. What do we have? A 30-minute workout. So I've now taken my workouts from 50 minutes down to 30 minutes, which I'm all about time saving. If you know, if you've seen my schedule before, I've talked about it before, my entire day is literally incremented in 15-minute blocks. I know that might seem insane, and I get it. It's not for everybody, but I just bought myself another 15-minute increment block, 20 minutes basically. So now I am in and out of the gym in my workouts in 45 minutes. Small little commute over to the gym, right? Small commute back. I can be done. I literally, 30 minutes of my workout, I'm in and out. I already know the workout that I'm doing. So for me to save that time, because now I'm doing it every day. One of the reasons why I do it every day, and I've shared this before on another show, is like, I just like to stay in the rhythm. Every day, basically at 4:45 p.m. workout time done by 5:30 in my home, getting ready to have dinner with my family. Sometimes the work will be at 4:30, finish at 5:15, get home at that time. That's basically my routine, and then I make everything happen. And the next 2.5 hours, 3 hours, home with my daughters, my family. Then the next hour or so before we start to get ready for bed is with my wife. And the weekends are completely off. Your schedule might be very different than mine. You might think my schedule's insane. I get it. I totally understand. Let's just do our own schedule. But this is a great way in order to be able to fit in a phenomenal workout. I'm only missing one exercise. If you look at it, I'm doing the same amount of exercises in my 15-minute workout as I am right now in my 30. I just turned it into a circuit, a 5-exercise circuit. And what it enables me to do is actually keep this momentum going. Not overtrain, which I was doing for my body, just kind of overreaching, not overtraining, but overreach. It's just a little bit too much. And then my cardio is simple. It's 20 to 30 minutes on Tuesdays and Thursdays, where if it's a nice day, I go outside and go for a run. If it's not that nice a day, I do inside and I do an upright bike. Or sometimes I'll use the treadmill. I just hate treadmills. I can run for 5 miles, no problem outside. If you ask me to run on a treadmill, I struggle after like a mile to a mile and a half. It's the strangest thing. It is all psychological, of course, but I'm locked in one position. It's just strange. I can't see anything in front of me, so I'm just going and I'm not actually moving anywhere. No matter what video I put on my iPhone or what podcast I'm listening to, it's still a struggle. So I like to do the upright bike in the gym. And that also helps me get in sprint triathlon shape for when I do decide to get right back into that. So I just wanted to share this with you. Without a doubt, it's a game changer for me. I'm able to stay lean. I'm able to keep the muscle on my body, and the weekends are completely off unless I want to do a little something. So hopefully this was helpful. If you want these sample workouts, happy to give them to you. They'll be at stevencabral.com/2141. Let me know your comments. Let me know what you're doing right now. I would love to read it. Post it right inside the comments on YouTube or Instagram, and we'll chat soon. Take care, everyone. Feel free to share the show with anyone you believe it could serve. Thanks so much for tuning into today's show, and a big announcement we have for you. That is January 10th. January 10th is our next community detox. That means people all over the world, thousands of people all over the world. Our goal is 10,000 this January 10th, completing the EcoLife detox. That is a functional medicine detox that is going to help you with your overall wellness, get you deeper into autophagy, right? Such an important thing that many of us are hearing about and needing to take advantage of. It's going to help with overall healthy levels of blood sugar, healthy levels of inflammation, healthy levels of balancing hormones, and so much more. So whether you're looking to transform your overall health, your body transformation, weight loss, anti-aging is going to help you with that. If you only do one thing, I'm telling you right now, if you only do one thing to kickstart your 2022, it is the 7, 14, or 21-day detox. Choose the 21-day detox if you're dealing with wellness issues, weight gain issues, or aging-based issues, and if you've never done a functional medicine detox before, which is not a cleanse, it's not teas, it's not juices, it's not any of those things. I don't have a problem with those things, but they are not functional medicine detoxes, which is completely different. And if you've already been doing your functional medicine detoxes, well, then join us for a 7-day detox this January 10th. We will be posting every single day inside of our community support group at cabralsupportgroup.com. Completely free. We'll be cheering you along, providing support, answering your questions. Thousands of people complete this, and we hope you do too. But right now, you can actually get a 7-day detox completely free. It is buy 3, get 1 free. That saves you $99. That means you could join with 3 other friends, 4 other friends, and each save $25, or buy 3, get 1 free, and use them each quarter for 2022. Because if you're following the naturopathic and the Ayurvedic way of detoxing with each season for overall robust health and wellness and body transformation and aging, this is the way to do it. So you can stock up on your entire year's worth and actually get 1 free. So now you have one for January, the beginning of April, beginning of July, and mid-September. Save $99. Head on over to stevencabral.com/shop. That will take you over to the EcoLife site, or go directly to the detox page. Head on over to stevencabral.com/detox to save $99 while supplies last.